So today we are going to kick around the Nokta Legend a little bit more. We're going to go to a trashier park in Brooklyn, and we're going to see how it does, how it reacts, how it separates, most importantly. The legend brings a interesting question about its dealing with iron. You know, I've used it at the beach and I've used it in a park. I've used it twice so far.
At the time of this video, that was true, but I've used it a lot more since.
And the amount of iron that I'm digging is way down. Now, the problem is, that might sound great. The problem is with that, New York is absolutely filled with iron. How much will that interfere with proximity signals, in that you have a good non-ferrous signal right next to a ferrous signal? If it's something that is meant to totally do away with digging iron, could it affect that? Me, if you've seen my videos, I'm Mr. Boom or Bust, okay? Like, I can either dig that super deep signal that turns out to be super deep iron, or a super deep coin. I want to see how it affects that, because I have that somewhat of that understanding with the Equinox. You still see me dig a lot of iron, no doubt about it, but I already have that built-in understanding. I mean, we're gonna do all this if we could ever get a parking spot. Jeez.
Look at that man over there. He needs to dig, as do I. It's Mr. Jeff. What did you get, Mr. Jeff?
Some sort of big, I don't know, what does it say? 00? I don't know, looks like a piece of electrical equipment. But I have to pee like a madman.
Me too.
What do madmen do? They pee.
So I'm gonna head up to the...
I've mastered the art of stealth peeing, but yeah, it's kind of packed right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the bathrooms.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Go, go, go.
It's trashy ground. I forgot how trashy this is.
Yeah, this is going to be a good test for the Nokta. All right, Jeff just called me over. Believe it or not, I'm getting your detector.
You hear it?
I hear it. All right, this is all the way down the bar. I'm getting it. You said tons of trash around it. Speaking of the ground and tons of trash, that low thump is the iron. I have it in all metal mode. Lots of stuff here.
In this dirt.
So that's like about...
I'd say about 6 to 7.
all right, 6-7 inches down. All right, good pull.
Surrounded by garbage.
He got a wheat cent. Okay, surrounded by garbage. Good stuff.
6 to 7 inches. I mean, that's been... detectors have done that for decades. But around garbage proximity, you know, that shows the ability to separate. And we're going to dive deeper into that. I do believe this detector has the ability to separate. But keep what I said about iron in the back of your minds. If there's a piece of iron here and a good signal here, how will the Nokta do?
Okay, we have ground tracking on now, so that should help.
All right, for those of you who are new detectorists and you're like, wait, what? What is ground tracking? Basically, there is a ground balance function that all detectors have that calibrates your detector to react to the ground. In other words, there are varying ground types, varying soils, and your detector needs to be able to react to all of them. What you want to do, in my opinion, is let AI do that. And detectors that let AI do that have something called ground tracking. Now, how do you set up ground tracking on the Nokta Makro Legend? It's here, page 15 of the book. The device tracks the changes in the ground during detection and updates the ground balance automatically. Ground changes that are not visible to the eye will affect the depth and discrimination performance of the detector. So there's two. Press the ground balance button once. The device will go into the ground balance screen, and the ground balance icon will appear in the info section at the top of the display. So which is the ground balance button? It's this one. You see the one that looks like the detector coil down here? You have to press this. Then it's going to go to another screen, and step 2 is press the pinpoint and accept reject button once in the info section next to the ground balance icon. That's this one. So you see accept reject and pinpoint. So really all it is, it's this, and then it's this, and something will appear at the top of your screen, and you will be tracking.
All right, I'm using the headphones now. Getting something mid-50s. Well, look at this. It is a vase for a mouse. And we got multiple signals. There's something further down too. All right, deep iron. We'll see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think I need to go in, you know.
Merrill, I'm gonna check out that hill over there I've been wanting to try.
Okay. I think you guys need to be able to hear this. I have recovery speed 7 on, just FYI. It's got a skip in it. Down to the 30s here. In fact, let's do this one first.
So when I said let's do this one first, what I was thinking is that there are two signals that are close. And you can get a phantom signal from a deep detector when it is actually next to the target that you're intending to dig. And the one is close to the surface. And you're swinging right by it, and there is what seems to be another signal. I wanted to make sure if... I also thought at the time that I had a deep signal. What I'm trying to do right now is get the more obvious signal of the two, and then go back and see if there is indeed a deep signal.
All right, on the wheat. Wasn't terribly deep, but it was mixed with other stuff. It's performing well. That other signal is here. Right about here. Seems to be a mixture of this and the wheat scent. Somebody is blasting soul music.
I swear to God, if I get a copyright strike for somebody blasting their music that loud, like from down the block, not going to be happy.
Same signal. I'm getting something up into the 50s in one angle. Let's dig. It found something really small. What is this? Okay. Well, it picked it out in a lot of, bottle caps. It's doing well. I hear iron. Hear the iron? Let's dig that. All right, penny in the middle of iron soup. Not bad. Like, take a look here. This is a old, broken up bottle cap. Like this. In the 50s. Wheat cent, about 7 inches down. I'm in the middle of Bottle Capville. I know I put my headphones on, so you're not going to be able to hear it the same. Got a nice signal. It is a memorial penny. Pretty deep. 46, 47, and deep. Just a dimmy. Deep 28 to 30. Well, got something old and interesting. That still turns. What in the world? Deep 42 to 45. Old broken bottle. Jeff is on the Skilva.
It's called the Wavy Pendant.
It is wavy. Look at that.
Says it up there.
How deep was this?
Like 3 inches.
Wow.
This dirt's been turned.
Gotcha. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's sterling up there. Right up there.
Let's see if we can find some more interesting stuff.
Sterling.
Shallow quarter. All right, we are turning down the recovery speed from 7 to 4. Trashy area.
What's wrong?
Going into the high 50s. Not sure about this one. Strong signal over here. Let's dig that first. All right. The stronger signal was this. Let's see if there's something else. Okay, there is. Look at the screen. Two signals within close proximity. There you go. One deep, one shallow. We got both. Just a penny, but that is a scenario that we don't have to worry about anymore. It's got it. I'm gaining confidence in this detector.
That's a big deal.
Still getting that 60 signal. This is a packed hole. One more signal situated towards us, bottom of the hole, maybe about 6 inches down. Oh, and I think we got something good. Look at this. This is thick. Oh, there we go. Epic button. Epic button.
Jello. Has been unlocked.
Very cool. And we got something else there. With the piece of iron present. With the piece of iron present. Okay. Wow. Let's see if there's anything else. Similar signal, just inches away. Let's dig. I see a coin. Oh, just a regular nickel. That's an impressive hole right there. All of these items were within inches of an inch of each other.
I just want to be clear on this. Like, that was a set of signals that was jam-packed. and you knew that there was a lot going on there. I was able to figure that out, inference that. Could I hear each individual signal when they were all on top of each other? No. There was one a few back where I could hear two. But this much? No. But I knew that this was just really undisturbed dirt, so I dug.
30s jumping up to 40s. 4 arrows down.
You gotta really like isolate it between all the garbage.
Okay, Jeff's saying he's got a signal that is perhaps
sketchy.
right
It's right in the middle of that plug.
right in the middle.
Picking up that high chirp here and there.
All right, let's go off of let's turn this off. Okay.
I'll put my sound on for you.
It's not disconnected yet. Let's do it the old-fashioned way.
It might be iron, but you know, it's definitely in between all that crap.
All right, here we go.
Sounds like you're getting it.
I'm hearing the iron too.
Yeah, me too. And pinpointed, localized.
I'm glad you said pinpoint. Look at the problem. This is a problem that they have to fix. Listen to this.
Want me to bring mine over now?
Yep. I'm getting something. Right there. Let's see what Jeff gets. Might be a little clearer. Let me get...
It's bouncing between 28 and 33.
Okay, let me try. I might have been digging in the, swinging in the wrong spot. I see it. Over here, I'm getting a lot of iron.
I'm getting iron, but I'm getting that repeatable. Listen, like I said, it could be iron.
Here's where I'm getting the repeatable.
We're gonna dig it. We're gonna see.
Yep. Okay,
Well,
let's see.
Just one other thing. Let me see.
That's an
Watch the
interesting one.
pinpoint.
Localized pinpoint. Let me try swinging again right over that pinpoint.
Not dragging at all. That's what makes it interesting to me.
Nothing right there. Okay, I'm gonna mark the spot right here for you.
All right,
Let's see what you got.
See, I know I dug it.
All right, we'll be back when he gets this. Meanwhile, I got my own interesting signal. Jeff just called me over for another signal. And that sounds really good. Let me take this
The last
off.
one was iron, if you want to tell them, you know.
Oh, last one was iron.
If you want to call it this way, you could say that the Nokta called this one correctly and the Equinox did not. Let's just leave it at that for right now. There's more I want to show you.
Definitely, positively getting this one.
It sounds decent, right?
Yep.
All right. It's deep and it's off center. It's got to be iron.
One-way signal. Let's dig. Jeff's signal was an iron spike. I'm still working on my
It was
signal.
about 10 inches.
10 inches down. If anything, this sounds stronger since I opened it. Yep, and we both got iron. Might have uncovered a cool rock in the process. Look at that.
Did I just put that in my bag? Can't believe I put that in my bag.
This guy. He just got a large scent. Oh my god, that's
I can't tell what it is yet.
look at how thick that is. I don't know if that's a large scent.
Smell it.
Yeah, it's a large scent. Good stuff, man. Holy cow. 4 inches, he said?
4 inches.
What?
I know.
This thing's almost out of battery, so let's see what we could get. 6 inches, he says. We are on the wheat. That was a deep one, maybe about 7-8 inches. All right, I'm getting a beep in the trash. A lot of broken bottle caps in here. I know for sure. I've been over this ground before. Ah, it was one of these caps. This is shining like silver. What the heck is this? Okay. All right, I got a squeaker. Mr. Jeff is on a Merc.
It's
there you
Mercury
go.
over there.
There you go. I'll be right there.
I'm gonna head over to that next hill if you'd like to join me.
Yes.
I want to see here for the light. Ooh. Ooh.
Sounds good, man.
Man, that's dead center, kid.
Dead center's always a good thing. I've been trying to figure out depth on this thing.
Yeah, I left my hole open over there so you could see how deep it was.
How deep?
I'm not sure. I didn't really pay attention.
Don't scratch the coin, Merrill.
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 You know Merrill?
I know him, man. Shit.
What the hell?
Whatever it is out.
And small.
Oh.
Ooh. Buffalo?
A buffalo.
Nice.
There we go. Okay.
That was a deep one too.
That's a deep one. That's a different ring up though. Could it be something else in there? Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, that's a full 9 inches down, buffalo nickel. That's a good pull.
One of the things you got to focus on when you're metal detecting, instead of the end result, you know, like silver or, large copper coins, old coins, stuff like that. If you get a good pull, you got to pat yourself on the back, pat your detector. Does a detector have a back? You know, say good job, detector. You know what I'm getting at. A 9-inch pull for something nickel sized, that's a pretty good pull for this new detector, especially being that it's one of my first days out with it.
And we had a higher sound with it. It was a wheat scent. Got a 60 repeating both ways. I don't hear any iron. Oh snap, it's a pin. Well, that's pretty cool. National something. National Honor Society, I think it says. Sweet. If they thought so highly of you, why didn't they make it out of silver? Are you kidding me? Oh, it's a dog tag. I thought I had a half. Okay. Finally. There we go.
Haagen-Dazs has been unlocked.
$19.56. There we go. There we go.
1956.
That was a great year. Marty McFly went to the future like 1 year earlier.
Yep, he was back. Everything was fine now.
Yep.
Wow, nice one too.
Yep. Yeah, we got some packed dirt in here. This is a good spot.
Skilva.
Yep. So I should probably show you that in order to pull that silver, this thing has to separate. And it's on one of the lower separation speeds too. I think I'm gonna actually move that up a bit from 4. Let's go back to 7. On the wheat. He's a beast, folks. Another Merc.
Thank you, brother.
Nice. Number 2. Another quarter. 1943. There we go. On the wheat. Oh man, it's one of these knives. That's crazy. Was that number 5 in the day for you? With the pendant, that's 5.
4.
4? Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for taking me back.
Wait, can I see what that rings up as?
No,
Watch closely. We finally stumped the Nokta.
I want you to hear this because it's so loaded with shit around it. I'm going to put it back.
Yeah.
All right. Listen to all the
That was
garbage.
actually reasonably deep, too.
But listen to all the garbage in this area that I literally had to like sneak around.
This is not getting a signal now. Oh boy.
Want me to hold
Yeah. So Jeff, so I'm not getting this now. All right, let's see if you get that. You didn't bury it on that edge though.
Hold on. Listen to all the stuff around it. Hear it?
Yep. All right, let me try. Now it's getting it. Getting it at different angles.
You hear all the crap around it?
I do. Now I want to see if this can get it. Because we have
There's a ton of other crap in the hole there on different layers.
not getting it. Yours was getting it.
All right, let's try it again.
But let me turn up my recovery speed. I moved it back down again. Okay, 5. Let's see if that makes a difference. And for the heck of it, let's noise cancel. We're doing a full noise cancel. This will be the first signal that stumped it. And again, you decided to dig it.
I heard that good signal in the middle of all that crap. Oh. Sounds like it's grabbing a little, Merrill. Is it?
Yeah, the thing about this machine is the target ID. So look at this. Repeating 17, 19, 15.
Well, there's also bottle caps around that.
Yeah.
There's iron and there's iron all around and at different levels. It's a supremely trashy location.
I would call this the first stumped signal.
All right, let's just double check again now. Hold on, let me put it all metal.
That's the first stumped signal.
And I'm swinging fast.
All angles you could get it. Now again, this detector, the Equinox, has had multiple updates. This is the first stump.
It has trouble on one part, but
That's something that you would dig all day.
oh yeah, listen to that.
And what are the targets that you saw in here?
Well, I can just hear them. I got iron here. I got a pull tab here. and I got my silver there.
What's your recovery speed on that?
I'm set up on recovery speed 5,
Ooh.
3 on FE, and 3 on F2.
Ooh,
And a 23 sensitivity.
let's try again. Iron is taking it over. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a big piece of iron there, right there. That's exactly where the iron is.
Let's try to take out that iron. Let's see. My sensitivity's at 29. 30 now. This is the first stump.
And this is extremely trashy ground. I mean, it doesn't. This
Yeah.
is a Brooklyn park.
Correct.
It doesn't get trashier than this. This is about as trashy as you can get.
It's getting it a little bit. I've said before that the, you know, if something is far down, it's going to have a totally different target ID. And my wonder is, the iron taking it over?
Sounds like, I can't tell by the sound, but
But you buried it more central here.
it's kind of straight where it was. I kind of took the pocket out and put it right down in that pocket. Hi,
Hi, doggy.
how you doing? Yeah. Hello. See you later, buddy.
I believe that's a different signal.
Yeah, that is. I had that too. I had something here, and the silver right there.
Yeah, it's not getting that. Don't forget your silver. I think that that's pretty conclusive. We don't have the iron bias on this yet. I've tried different recovery speeds. You know, I think that that is the first stump that we were able to prove the Equinox has an edge.
You know what? Rewatch that. The last few seconds of that, or the last like 30 or so seconds, you do get a repeat. There was that other signal. It was before that, but you do get that repeat. And it was in the 20s. Let's take a look at that again.
And my wonder is, the iron taking it over?
Sounds like, I can't tell by the sound,
But you buried it more central here.
it's kind of straight where it was. I kind of took the pocket out and put it right down in that pocket. Hi.
Hi, doggy.
We were kind of getting somewhere there, but the dog photobombed it. Leave it to dogs. But there's a lot to be said there. And one thing is, I was trying to match signals of the Equinox. Was the Equinox able to match signals of the Nokta Legend? Haven't tested that. Not entirely sure if I will. Perhaps passing the torch, other people can test that. What I'm seeing now, and again, I'm speaking after weeks more experience. This was like my third or fourth time out with it. I'm further along now. It's a different detector. It has similar characteristics, but it's a similar detector. A different detector. Geez, Merrill. A different detector. So you're going to, just the calibration, you're going to find different things with it. I'm not sure about that update with the iron bias. I'm not sure if they really, you know, it's very Minelab worldview, the iron bias. And Nokta kind of made a great product as is. And the target ID is off. There's no question about it. There's something that when there's a deep signal, it's one of the quirks of the detector. It's affected by it. And if you are going to use and love this detector, you're going to have to get used to that quirk. And really, in any detector, when a signal is deep, the target ID is going to be not as good, not as efficient. But this is just something that users have to prep themselves for. As you saw, I was getting that repeating 20 there. And anything that's deep in traffic, you might have to really say, okay, I'm going to dig with this detector.
Well, here's the wrap up. We got about 6 wheat cents. We got the buffalo nickel. We got the button. 2 pieces of silver. This thing still puzzles me. Why is it? I gotta test it. Got the National Honor Society pin. And whatever the heck this is. And a whole bunch of clad. Did get some iron. You know, it did pull iron. What's interesting to me is how few bottle caps I got. This one, the top one, is, you know, those are the ones that ring up in the 20s and the Equinox, and they're all metal. They're not made of, well, iron is metal. They're all aluminum, and we only got 1 iron bottle cap today. These 2 actually are aluminum. And for some reason, I kept this rock. Now it doesn't look as good. Oh well, we have a new rock. Okay, fun day.
What's really mind-blowing to me is that at a $635 price point versus a $635 is the Nokta Makro Legend, $1,000 is the Equinox 800, and $1,600 is the Deus 2. That's about $1,000 difference. I'm not really seeing that much of a difference in ability in the detectors. I think you can find great stuff with this. Like when I tried the Garrett Apex in a park, after a few tries, I had one big day in a park that was not full of iron. After that, after trying it in Prospect Park, I was like, no, this is not going to be able to stand up to an Equinox. This is not close in parks. Great on the beach. But I have a different feeling about this. This is one that can survive and thrive. You have to be satisfied with the fact it's similar enough, but it's calibrated differently. The iron is, it's a quirk. You're going to dig less iron. But you saw earlier in the video, there was a big chunk of iron that came out of 2 signals that coins were there. So it's just different. Let it be different. Rock with it. It's a good detector. I don't know if it's as good as an Equinox. It needs to prove more to me. But it's a better value than an Equinox. And I'm satisfied with saying that right now. And I'm pretty sure that that might not change. If I was advising 2 people to buy a detector right now, $635 versus $1,000, I might say $635. This can keep up. And with more, let's say somebody gets 2 years of use, like I did with the Equinox. Maybe you could figure out what I figured out with the Equinox. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I think it's a very good detector. 29 of 30 signals, it has matched. So that's impressive in itself.